This is Symbolistic, and welcome to another exciting episode of the History of Twin Bayous, Season 7, Dobbs and Jamie's Big Adventure. And we're now nearing the end of Season 8. This is episode 24. And I've always liked to keep the number of episodes in each season down to no more than 26 episodes. In fact, I like to keep them at 26 episodes. I'm going to try and finish up this season within the next 3 episodes. It may go a little longer because I am going to follow this particular chain of adventures or opportunities that just started at the end of the previous episode when Dobbs completed one chain of adventures that or opportunities that was called the Vision Statue, and that was kind of a dumb chain or series because it required him just basically going around and picking up stuff. And this one is similar in that the main title of it is The Dragon's Maw, and it starts with one that is an opportunity that is called Knowledge of the Past, in which he is supposed to ask somebody about the cave. And it's kind of misleading because you would think that they're going to have an opportunity to go back into the dragon's cave, and I don't think that's going to happen, and we're going to find out here in just a moment. But it does allow for me to segue into the next season, Season 8. And what I'm planning on doing in Season 8 is I'm planning on returning back to the town of Twin Bayous, and we're going to see how things have been transpiring there during the time that Dobbs and Jamie have been off on this series of adventures in China. I'm eager to get back to a different storyline within Twin Bayous, and this will be a perfect way of segueing back to there. Dobbs is supposed to ask about a cave, and we're going to get to that in just a moment. Okay, I don't know what is going on here with Dobbs, but for some strange reason, he can't seem to find his way back to the houseboat. When I tell him to go home, he says he can't find his way back there. So, it's just one thing after another with these people, I tell you. Okay, so even though they live only just across the bridge from the town here, just on the other side of the moat, and then just on the other side of the river, there is the house. And so I'm going to see if I can get him to go there. I just do not understand why he's having, all of a sudden, he's been here for a long time now. I stopped counting how many days they have been here. I wonder if it has something to do with the snow. Is the snow making it so that he cannot find his way? Originally, they were supposed to be here only 10 days, or that's at least what I had, just set it for. But I turned off the day counter by going into the NROS Traveler mod and just basically telling it that to just turn off the vacation clock. Now he can figure out. He can find out how to get there. I wonder. I don't know. Does the snow have something to do with it? I don't know. Okay, it's a new day, and our Sims are up, and they've already had their breakfast. So I'm going to have Dobbs, he's going to go and ask about the cave, and we'll get on with this series of opportunities that make up this adventure called the Dragon's Maw. I just have him go along and see what the next step of this is. Okay, so he's now arrived at this house here to meet with this man whose name is Li Yuan. And it says, "Ah yes, the Dragon Cave. I remember parts of the story. A great adventurer named James Bond fixed the Dragon Cave almost a century ago, but apparently failed to do so entirely. I seem to have forgotten the rest. Sun Young Kim sells a potion of remembrance, but I cannot afford it. Deliver 2 pieces of platinum to Sun Young Kim in exchange for the potion." Okay, so he's got to find 2 pieces of platinum if he doesn't have them, and then he has to deliver them to the relics merchant in exchange for this potion that he's supposed to then bring back to this fellow who's going to drink the potion, and then hopefully he'll remember the rest of the story. One of the difficulties here is because snow is covering the ground, is that I'm going to turn them down, is that it's going to make it difficult for him to find the platinum. So I'm going to have him return back to the houseboat, because I put everything that they had in the in a chest there, and see if there's any platinum in the chest. We'll have Jamie look inside, see if there's any platinum in there. And what's the problem? Is it turned around? Is it backwards? Okay, it must be backwards. There's gold. There's silver. But unfortunately, no platinum. Does she have any in her inventory? No, she doesn't. So, James, let's take a look at the map. Yeah, here we go. Platinum, platinum. There's 2 pieces of platinum. We saw that earlier when in a previous episode, that right near the ship, right near the boat. There are 2 pieces buried somewhere in this. I can see them. There's one of them. We'll have him come out there and get at least one of them. Ah, so it's not as close as I thought it was. He has to go over the bridge to get there. There's a bridge here that is really kind of strange. It's got all these trees growing on this bridge. Maybe that's reminiscent of some actual location in China. I don't know. Okay, so he got one piece, and the other is not too far from where he's standing right now. Oh, it's right there. Yep. Okay, so now he needs to go and meet with Sung Young Kim and deliver the platinum to her. Okay, so James has arrived at the marketplace, and he's going to tell Sung Young Kim that he's got the platinum, and then she's supposed to give him a potion. And he says, "Ha, that silly Yuan couldn't remember the name of Al Sinhara if you asked him. Here is the potion. It should jumpstart the memories of Li Yuan." And now he's headed back home, and it's interesting that he seems to actually be able to figure out how to get home. And he wasn't able to do that only a few hours ago. So now it looks like it's starting to hail or rain, and but he needs to get back over there and deliver the potion. So and have him do that. I guess this guy has come over to the market. Oh, is he the bookseller? I believe so. We'll find out here. No? I don't know. I thought the woman was having a baby. Um, okay, so he drinks the potion and he says, "Yuck, I hate the taste of this foul potion. If I could only remember things, I would not need to drink it so often. Ah, my head. I remember now. James Bond had an assistant named Sin Pa who kept a journal of Bond's adventures. Sin Pa died mysteriously at a young age, but his descendant, Ho Sung Kim, still has the journal. You will need to convince Ho Sung Kim to let you have it." So he asks for the journal from this other person, Ho Sung Kim, and he gets the journal. Okay. So do that. Find the person and ask. Okay. So he's going to ask this guy for a journal, somebody he's never met. Guy doesn't even know him. He's going to say, "Give me your ancestor's journal." And, okay. He's going to have to bribe him to get the journal. So let's not waste any time here. Let's try $100. That seems like a reasonable amount to get this journal. Okay, so he says, "My dear Dobbs James, it seems if you are to complete the prophecy, you must journey to Champs-les-Sims, France. According to the journal, I believe the nectar merchant at the nectary there will know about Bond's keystone. Travel to Champs-les-Sims, and speak to the nectar merchant to discover the location of the keystone." Okay, so this is where things get interesting. So They're going to pack up their stuff. They're going to get the boat ready. Okay, so it's now it's time for them to get underway and get on their way to France. And somehow or another, he's going to make that boat fit under that bridge. And they did get the boat into here. So, what the heck was that? So they should be able to get the boat out of here. But um, we'll see. And, oh, sky looks red. What is that? Sailors, let's see. Red sky at night, sailors delight. Red sky in morn, sailors take warn. Okay, so we'll catch up with them further on their travels.